Beware of false prophets. We are in the midst of a spiritual war. As a child, I was naturally drawn to spirit and occult knowledge. As 70s vintage, I grew up very much aware of the battle between good and evil, of light and dark. The epic battle of the end times. Some believe that we are in the end times now. I believe that at the end of one cycle, we simply move into the next. As one door closes, another opens. So, if we are in the end times, it is my belief we will simply shift into the next phase of existence. It's my belief that we have already bypassed the Armageddon timeline, but I acknowledge that we came very close to it. I believe we are still in the midst of a spiritual war, and souls are being asked to choose between the forces of light and darkness. On earth we have the divine right of free will. Under that law, deception may be used to sway a soul's decision towards the path they choose. The film Omen depicts an Antichrist figure sent to lead humanity towards the path of evil. There have been many suggestions of who this person could be. Many mystics and psychics over centuries, even millennia, have foretold of the arrival of this figure. They say that he will be a charismatic leader and that he will be born into an influential family, although I am not quite sure we all have the same definition of influential. It has also been foretold this dark figure will have a connection to politics. Some suggest that he is based in or around London. When you consider the dark agenda, the royals, the role of QE2 and her empire, you can understand how this could make sense. It was foretold that this man, who is said to be charismatic, will amass a large following globally. But just who is this man? It could be anyone. I mean, who really saw the rise of Adolf? On earth we incarnate under a veil of forgetfulness. We lose the ability to consciously draw from past life experience and knowledge. It is said to enhance the learning experience of our incarnation for soul growth. We are given the divine right of free will. Under the law of this right, deception and manipulation can be used to encourage souls to choose between the path of light and dark, and of good and evil. We live in a world full of lies and deception. What we see before us isn't always as it seems. We all have the choice to use our discernment when making decisions. We should weigh up the pros and the cons, then rely on our gut instincts. We should listen for the whispers of our inner core, our soul, digging deep within to find our truth. Only then can we choose which path is right for us and us alone. There is no right or wrong choice, only a choice guided by your inner soul light. The key to living an authentic life, in line with your soul mission, lies within your inner core, your soul, and your divine connection to our prime creator, a force of pure unconditional love, but a force that accepts the concept of duality for soul growth. Sometimes the easiest and most attractive path is the most appealing, but that doesn't always make it the right choice. All souls will be asked to choose between the light and the dark, to ascend, or not to ascend via rapture, or the shift. Even after the shift we will still live in a world of duality. Does that truly mean we have defeated all the dark forces? Sadly, I fear not. Is there one Antichrist, or many Antichrist figures? Multiple dark influencers, posing as light beings, yet representing dark forces, including spiritual leaders. It's my belief that aspects of religion have deceived many into giving their power to a false god, separating individuals from their own divine connection to Source, our prime creator. I see people posing as spiritual leaders, yet lacking that spark of divine light. I have looked into the eyes of a dark figure, a spiritual leader, and I question if he is the Antichrist. He has accumulated a large global following, yet so many can't see past what I see is the fake political persona. When I look into those eyes, all I see is an empty shell full of darkness, with no true spirituality. Yet, he portrays himself as a guiding light for humanity. I just can't see the spark of divine light within, and I fear for those that follow this man. He may not be the Antichrist, but I see the darkness. As we enter the era of the divine feminine, we must also consider that the Antichrist figure may be a woman. Please just think about that concept. Beware of false light. If you're interested in learning more about spiritualism and want to develop your natural abilities, please like and subscribe. Comment below to start a discussion. You can also register your interests on my website. Tell me what your interests are. Help me build a community-led channel. You can become part of a new spiritual community. Check out my website for further information and links. I don't have any sponsors, so any recommendation that I make will be on merit. Because I choose to work this way, I ask that, if you find value in my work, or any recommendation that I make, you consider making a small donation. Links are on this page and the website. You could also book a mentoring session or a reading, or consider buying something from my online store. This will help me to keep on working on my spiritual mission. Thank you for your subscription and your support for this channel. Together we can achieve unity and a better world, full of peace, fulfillment, and prosperity for all. And so it shall be done. By our combined will and intent, it is done. Let the global healing begin.